Arkansas flavor on the floor. Yourself, Sasha Goforth, Alana Eaton coming in. Of course, Barnum's injured, but you guys putting that Arkansas stamp on it and getting to play in Central Arkansas. Talk about the impact of that and what that meant to you to be a part of.
Yeah, I think we just acquired a lot of new fans. Like Nabe said, we haven't got to see, like a lot of people haven't got to see us because we're in Fayetteville. So from this area, they don't necessarily get to come to every home game. But to be able to play down here and give them a taste of what we are and the standards we hold ourselves at, it was really exciting. I was grateful to be a part of it.
Now there's some history here, and I'd like both of you to talk about this if we can do it. I mean, you guys, I think, are the first ever to sweep all 4 Division I schools in state. But it's because it's a first to play all, which is good for everybody, right?
Yeah,
it's
set
good
standard high.
Go ahead and talk about that, please.
I'll start it. When the opportunity became a possibility, I thought it was very important that we do that. And I thought it was also important that we go play at the places like we did at Jonesboro. We'll eventually go to UCA and UAPB as well. This state is very often underlooked. Underrated when it comes to high school basketball and grassroots programs that we have during the summers. Having been away, having been in Washington and having been in Ohio, I know, and I want to make sure that we do everything we can for all of our programs. Every Arkansas kid on every roster that we get a chance to play each other. We'll lose some of these games. It's not going to be every year we're going to go 4-0. Those programs we're all hopefully benefit like we do. Keep Arkansas kids in state as much as we can. And I hope by playing each other, there are some rivalries that are created as a result of that.
Yeah, I think in-state competition is the most exciting because, like Nabe said, there are rivalries that are getting set. And not only that is you're performing for your state. So it's more than just each individual player, each individual team. It's the state and the state representing each other.
Anything else for Jersey while we got her?
Was the plan for the offense to go through you, Jersey? When you look at your numbers, you shot eight attempts, 7 completions, but then when you get through all the analytics, you're at 90% of the shots taken. Was that the purpose, the game plan today, to go through you?
I'm not too sure. I think I just had opportunities there and I took advantage of them, and they benefited me and my team.
I'll back up part of that while she's still here so she hears it. Obviously, part of us going to some of the things that we're doing offensively is because of her versatility. If you look, there was about a 30-second snippet where she set a screen, picked and popped, and made a 3. The next time she came down, she had the ball in her hands. She used the screen and dropped the dime, and then she went back and guarded the 5 on the other end. So, from the day that she said yes to us, we've been making plans, and slowly but surely, we're nowhere close to the finish line. But, I've said it. This is a kid that I think we're going to look up at the end of her career, and she's going to average, 15, 16, 6 and 5, and efficiencies are going to be off the charts. So we're still just that deep. But yeah, part of the offense, and knowing with Amber out, and with the matchup that we had, it was talked about. She doesn't know it, but it was talked about.
Anything else for Jersey?
I want to ask you about your teammate, Sasha Goforth. Sasha looks like she's very serious at both ends of the floor and as a competitor. And I want you to talk about that and how infectious that can be for teammates.
Yeah, I love playing with Sasha. I think the high school rivalry we had set going into this kind of made us hesitant at first, but then we got on the same team and realized we're both very, very similar people. She's more fiery, and I'm more like calm and like, yes, Sasha, you got this, it's okay. And she's more like, you got to go, Jersey, like pushing me to be better. And I think just the competitiveness that we both show helps both of us grow our game.
All right. Jersey, make it good.
You can go eat.
Ooh, yes, food. Should have left that.
I know.
All right.
Or am I done too? I don't know. Am I done?
Knock away.
No.
Questions for Coach. Adam, go ahead.
10 scores or 5 scores in double figures, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Shot 50% from the field, 40 beyond the arc. Just how efficient of a night shooting did this feel like?
It's, I think that's the team we're going to be, is the balance. There's going to be a night when we need somebody like Mac to get 32 or it may be Jerk, whatever night. But I think we're at our best when you look down and you see a bunch of people near double figures. And that makes you hard to scout, makes you hard to prepare for. And then when we make shots on top of it, our shot qualities have been really good early in the year, but I think now we're getting more and more comfortable with when and where to take them. And I think if we can hang 82 most nights, we're going to have a chance to outscore people. Our defense has been I'm so happy with how hard they've played, how they've continued to get better at guarding actions. And, you know, you look down, you see another under 30%. I don't care about the number. 44 is, that's because we play fast. We're going to give up some points because we play a lot of possessions, but our defensive points per possession, because of those efficiencies, that's why our net's so good right now, because that's a component. And we don't know the exact component, but you know it's there. So our defensive efficiency is just as important as our offense. But when they both click, that's why we're, I think, a little higher in the net than most people thought we would be at this point in time. Sir.
I don't know that I need it, but I'll do it anyway. Mike, what was the point of emphasis coming out at halftime to outscore UCA 17-4 in the third quarter? Did you light a fire at halftime?
No. But challenging them a little bit. I thought we did a few things that were tough, like we took a charge. We got a couple of jump balls. We got a couple of 50-50 balls. But then I just point out, I thought that they took it from us about 6 times. We had 6 turnovers in the first, and they just straight up took it from us. That wasn't tough. And tough's not, pushing and shoving and elbowing and fighting and clawing. Tough is being able to absorb the first contact. And I thought we absorbed the first contact, gave the first contact some on defense. And then the other thing I'd say to you, Randy, is I didn't give our team, a lot of prep scouting-wise for this game. I wanted us to go in and make adjustments. So we didn't do a whole lot of going through, hey, this is their play called elbow. Hey, this is their play called 4. I gave them a little less than normal. I wanted to see how we would respond, and I thought we did. We cleaned a few things up. We started switching a few ball screens that kept them from getting it to the basket as much. So I wanted to see how coachable they are, and they're very, 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 very coachable. So it's a good observation, though, because it was exactly true. Yeah.
Ask you about Jersey off the court. I was watching her take pictures with all these fans as she's walking off. I mean,
yeah.
She sort of embraced that. I mean, everybody knew her in high school, and she's very much embraced that, I think, in her freshman season.
She has, and you have no idea how incredibly hard that is to do in today's society. It's everybody, for her to live up to some of the expectations that I hear people have of her, she'd have to average 40 a night and get 20 rebounds and block every shot that went up. She's able to handle all that. And that's the fun part of that reward of that. The reward is getting to stay and take pictures. And, I don't ever talk to a team after a game, ever. I want them to talk to the fans. And I think that's why our fan base has grown, our kids engage. I want them to stay out there and take pictures. I don't want to go back into the locker room and eat up. I want them to be able to see their parents. I want them to be able to see people that were here for the first time. There's a lot of family members here that got here that can't get other places. So. And just before the game, I was in looking at Twitter, and there's 6 or 7 young people that all said, my first Razorback game. And I brought that to our kids' attention that we've got a lot of kids that it's the first time they've seen Jersey. And she's striking. I mean, she's not used to seeing a kid. There's not another one on the face of the earth like her. And so I'm excited that she handles it the way she does, but it's not easy. She handles it with a lot of poise that I know I didn't have at her age. So that's kudos to her support system that's raised her like they have.
Coach, you talk about how this team needs to be balanced, and I think one of the most balanced performances of the night was from Michaela Daniels. 11 points, 6 rebounds, 6 steals, and 3 assists. What did you like most about her performance tonight?
Just that she got everybody involved. She got a really good sense, I think, for the game that she could impact it offensively and defense, and that sets the tone. We look to Mac to set the tone for us. I think when Sam missed a couple of shots early, Mac was the first one going to her saying, keep firing, and as a result, I thought Sam played a great second half. But she's been doing that since she got here. It just magnifies a little bit more this year because it's vocal. And I'm telling you, every single person on this line, again, Oberg comes in and gives us 10 and 5 and 3 assists and moved. She got a couple of hockey assists too that don't show up in that stat sheet. The pass that led to the pass, the cut that led to the pass. And Riley Langerman, she sits there and you look up and she goes, oh, well, she had 3 points and blah. But I'm telling you, her lineup efficiencies are be number 1 again. So our roles, as of the last couple of weeks, have been accepted and they love them. And I think they're all wanting to improve on their roles, But, man, they're being a superstar in the roles that they've got at this point so far. And it was, I think, it was our most complete, probably second half that we've played. Yeah, Kevin.
Kevin here. Go to Randy.
Yeah, I was thinking back to UCA went on that run, and then Goforth had that 7-1 personal run to end it. You've coached a lot of really good players and players that can impact the game, but do you have you had anyone that can impact it in so many ways? I mean, in that series, she created a basket on the other end. She flew by her guy, recovered and blocked a shot. Hits a three, gets to the free throw line. Have you had anyone as complete with the potential she has?
Maybe not exactly in that in the position that she plays. Probably not, and the way she goes about doing it too. Plum was a different type. Chantel, the All-Americans that you're talking about, and some of the kids we had at Xavier were a little different. Sasha goes about it in a way that I completely missed during the recruiting process. And it may have been because we didn't get her the first time that I kind of just was not mature enough to go, man, this kid's really good. I kind of had that, we'll see how, I was way wrong. I mean, this kid makes everybody around. She just brings everybody along with her. And with who we lost, I think if she hadn't have come back, even with the talent that we brought in, she's kind of this little piece that I had no idea what we had until I got to know her even better. And I missed it during the recruiting process, and I'm glad that she's back because it has made us all – it's made us better coaches. It's made us everybody talks about, how much our defense is. A lot of it starts with her. She's long. She touches balls. She rebounds. She defends a big, even though she's not a big. She works at it. And I think as a result, it trickles down. It gives her teammates a lot of confidence. She had an 11-1 run the other night, too. So she's had a couple of games in a row where it's been big stretches.
Mike, talk about, you mentioned Sam just a little bit, Sam Spencer. You take away the turnovers, she's got a great night.
Yeah, she does. And I can live with three of them. The two where she just kind of dribbled it off her foot and got it taken away from her, that's a freshman type thing. But she's got some clout built up with me. Now, she's had some games where she hadn't had very many turnovers, so I'm going to let her play through some of that. I did pull her aside when she got her head down after she missed a shot during a timeout. You can go back and we'll watch it on film. And I really challenged her during that timeout. I said, you can't look like that. So you can play like that, but you cannot look like that. We're getting ready to go in the SEC, and they'll eat you alive if they see you down on yourself. And she came back and hit a couple threes, and she kind of looked at me and like, how's that? And that's just who she is. I mean, she's been she's not a freshman anymore. I think once you get past the number of minutes that she's played, I mean, it's going to say it out there beside her name, but she's going to be SEC ready too.
BetOnline has you covered for all the holiday season. More props, odds, and lines than ever before. BetOnline remains your number one spot for all sports action. Head to our new updated desktop or mobile website to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus with the promo code BELIEVE to receive your bonus. That's BLEAV to receive your bonus. And it's not just football. BetOnline has pro and college hoops, NHL, boxing, UFC, even your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait to take advantage of all these amazing offers available for the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite sports.